Hey, good morning from San Francisco. I am on my way to a naturalization ceremony pretty soon. My friend is becoming Merkin. Super exciting stuff. Before I got there, I wanted to film this quick video because last week I shared with you a story about 10-year-old Allison in the Philippines, and that kind of got me thinking about other childhood moments. And I thought of another story when I was 5 or 6 years old, and I was at the golf course with my dad. Another dad story. So my dad loves playing golf. I don't, so I usually get really bored at the golf course while he's practicing, probably at the driving range. And because I'm so bored, I look for things to do, anything. And I wander around and I get pretty far and lost from my dad. And next thing I know, I'm completely lost and I have no idea where I am. And because I'm this little girl at the golf course by myself, it's pretty obvious that I'm lost. So this old man comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, are you lost? Are you looking for your dad?" And I say, "Yes," and I'm about to burst into tears. And he says, "Well, what's your dad's name? I'll go ask them to, page him on the speakers." And at the time, I was so young, I was 5 years old, and I didn't know my dad's name. So I told him, "Papa." And he immediately laughed. He's like, "Okay, that's clearly not his name." But luckily, I was the only Asian person there, and my dad was the only Asian adult there, so it was pretty easy to tell, whose father was mine. That was very lucky. And what's funny is when he had found my dad, he says, "Oh, are you Papa?" It was really funny. So that was pretty lucky, but that got me thinking about avatars and kind of like how I didn't know my dad's name at the time. It's kind of like how a lot of business owners and marketers don't really know who their avatar is and can't really say it. So when someone says, "Oh, who's your product for?" or you're on a sales page or you're writing a sales email and you can't quite articulate that, it's going to be hard for you to find those ideal customers if you can't quite identify them and call them out. And you might not be as lucky as I was at the golf course where I found my dad anyway, because we were the only Asians in the golf course. So what you want to do is make sure that you, one, know who your avatar is, but two, that you could actually clearly communicate that to your prospects so they can self-select themselves or not. So that's it. I'm gonna head on out to the naturalization ceremony and I will see you next week.